character's prowess. And Big Boss, I mean, the biggest, the largest, my Big X, the plug voice. I mean, we have seen Big Boss transcend multiple versions of Smash. Of course, Ultimate, no exception here. Big stage, game number 1, winner's side, Puerto Rico. Let's do this, friends. Game number 1 right here is upon us, and drawing first blood right here with the laser here is Big Boss. Up tilt. Yes, right, wacky waving inflatable arms on the up air. Love that.
Absolutely, it's just such a good tool to try to keep every single opponent in the air. You love to see just how aggressive both of these competitors are, and they are trying their best to keep at each other every single moment. They will be scrapping, whether it's a projectile, whether it's face-to-face, you know that danger is about to ensue.
No doubt about it, man. It doesn't get more dangerous than the way these two characters can dance around the shield. I mean, Rob, this is some of the best boxing options in the game.
Right.
Down tilt and up tilt. Oh, yeah, get chased down. Whoa. What you gonna do when you get spun up and done up right there, man? Good stuff on Big Boss to kick off this first game.
Both of them are just flourishing. Is that a dot eye? I do believe so. Oh, unable to catch him. That is very unfortunate. But both of them have been doing a phenomenal job at keeping those berries and taking advantage of them every single time. Just know that the reaction times are insanely good. Now, we see a Ling trying to catch Big Boss, especially keep him on that side of Pokemon Stadium too. Just switching sides, making sure that the pressure is always on.
Yeah, trying to keep, Big Boss on their toes, or I guess in this case on their wheels. And Ling doing a really good job of that. However, you got to show some promise right here in the neutral, just having a hard time finding any sort of damage. Love that perfectly spaced forward there. No punish needed. Of course, the gyro in hand is a dangerous robot.
I do love the way that Ling is just being patient, making sure that the tournaments allow him to just set up either a good trap or at least enough pressure so that Big Boss has a tough time recovering. Of course, those scrapping situations, especially when there is an available tool, becomes incredibly scary as well, because Big Boss needs to take care of that situation so that he doesn't get majorly punished.
Right, you got to take care of it. You got to make it quick too. Goes for that down tilt. The 3-frame option there in the corner, and mind you, they're slow but very safe on shield, so definitely gives you that false sense of security just looking at the size of the hitbox. Okay, they're on the way down. I parry those. And I see that stock. I'm about to bury those. Possibly on the horizon could be a stock taken here, but has got to make some magic happen and fast.
Those heat-seeking missiles are connecting. Bam. There you go. That's a stock. Beautiful block in from Rob to make sure that the laser did connect, and of course getting the confirm to the throw. You'd love to see it, but Ling has an opportunity to go aggressively, and he takes this, knowing that he can take a lot of damage out of those extensions. Of course, wrapping up with a forward air, not being able to take the stock just yet. Those turnips still pose a big threat for Big Boss.
Of course, big target just on the way back, no hitbox in recovery, and of course with limited supply options on coming back. Nice. You see Ling just trying to constantly get the rinse and repeat, maybe on some off-stage pressure. Again, you can kind of nickel and dime Rob off stage where he can't be accordingly. Gets the down throw though. Nice. Nothing off the down air. Was Rob off of their feet. Now you get to play the mini game. How will I land?
This will translate into a lot of damage. Big Boss boosting himself off the platform, looking mighty aggressive, maybe even able to take this stock, maybe go for a spike. I would have hoped so, but instead just opt for a little bit of safety and making sure that the regular get-up was properly punished with a down smash. Big Boss is one of these type of competitors that adapt insanely fast and start recognizing patterns, whether they are panic options or defensive options, and starts punishing them quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. You almost have to be robotic with how you analyze your opponent, and more importantly, how you pick up on those patterns. And I mean, Rob is like the most dangerous robot I've ever seen. And trust me, we're from the 90s. I've seen some dangerous robots. I've seen the T-800, the T-850, T-1000.
Yeah.
RoboCop. I just seen a lot of robots in my time. Heck, Jenny XJ9. But they don't got nothing on Rob right here this weekend. Big Boss looking the biggest and the largest to ever do it right now.
I agree. And while we jump into our second game here, I will acknowledge that saying that Ling is playing this matchup way slower than he should, in his opinion. And you know what? I kind of agree. Peach does have the buttons and the ability to scrap face-to-face against Rob, maybe even stuff him out a little bit with the blistering speed that she has. But of course, she needs to be patient. Be careful, otherwise these extensions could translate quite poorly in favor of the Mexican competitor.
Absolutely. Of course, have to keep these approach options where they're supposed to be. And as it stands right now, we're kind of getting a rinse and repeat from what we've seen in game number 1, where Big Boss kind of goes up in a major way, and Ling has to play on the response, kind of being reactive and not quite so proactive in the matchup. But of course, has positional advantage. Turn up in hand. And we're narrowly bringing this thing back to even footing.
Oy.
Almost made him kiss the crown right there.
That was super scary. Great parry to avoid the first gyro, but it matters not because Big Boss was ready for yet the second throw of it. Recovery might be dicey. Big Boss just challenging in the air. Both masters of the skies, and Big Boss is the one to draw blood first. Immediately, Ling tries to challenge back. Unfortunately, the rage was not enough to take that stock just yet.
Not quite, but at first you don't succeed. You know how the rest of that saying goes. And again, got a little bit of a cat and mouse sort of gameplay going on. Big Boss trying to get back on the stage to extend his lead. Ling trying to keep positional advantage as long as possible. We can force some damage and possibly force the stock. Too much booty in the dress. The short hop back here gets it taken. As it stands right now, we have evened up these stocks.
Definitely, Ling is not too far behind. One of the few rare instances where we see Peach go clear off the ledge to get some parasol damage. It works for a second time. Again, being such a rare occurrence, it's a little bit unexpected as well.
Okay. Double fair. Love the up tilt, right to the upper, yes. That's a sign of a very comfortable Rob up close and personal. There's no reason why this character should be that close. Up tilt double. I'm gonna up air again because why the heck not? It's my favorite dance move right here.
Definitely, it is working every time Big Boss tries to challenge Ling in the air, getting a lot out of those instances. Got to get a good opportunity here for ledge trap, which Ling, I do believe, is a very good contender at. Change down is effective once again. Big Boss does a really good job at hammering down those instances where if you don't tech, you know that the stock is about to disappear.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. Just kind of putting your opponent in that guessing situation is kind of beneficial. It's the only one that can spin no set Ling. Great down smash in the corner. The delay on the forwarder because the gyro allows Big Boss to find some more damage here. Reverse nair, and Yup's going to keep up tilt because why the heck not? Who are you feeling like? Who do you feel like? My God.
It's such a nice instance of a counter from Peach. We don't get to see it too often, and just to get rid of the looming gyro is an absolutely smart move, a great decision. Now careful here because gyro becomes a threat, especially when you are against those sword and the wall. It's extremely scary, especially because Big Boss is a master of finding success. Once again, in the air, that's game number 2 in favor of the Mexican competitor.
They're kind of making it look relatively easy-ish here, and I mean that as respectful as possible. I mean, again, Rob has some tools that can keep Peach at bay. Of course, you got that long-range laser.
See,
you got the activeness of the gyro, which forces Peach to have to move a little differently about the stage. But more importantly, when it comes to boxing up close, Peach is a very quick character. They're safe on shield very fast. Forward air safe. She has a quick standing jab, but just pale in comparison to what Rob is doing, plus the big hitboxes too. So potential final game right here on Ling's side. If you are a Ling fan, they're gonna need your energy right now.
Definitely, so manifest yourself in chat if you are rooting for Ling. After all, Peach is one of those characters that it's super enjoyable to watch. It's extremely execution heavy, so the fact that he's doing so well against one of the world warriors, so to speak. I mean, Big Boss has been fighting all around the world. He has this experience. He has fought several people throughout his career.
Oh yeah, definitely no stranger to this terrain at all. I mean, this is one of the premier Peaches. So let you know like how well versed, how comfortable Big Boss is in a matchup like this. Ling on the way down, looking to toss around his rage a little differently, I hope. Of course, the best version of yourself is the version of you with the turn up in hand. Dare on the way down. Yeah, get off this stage, yo. Get off of this stage.
Oh, that pressure. Gyro just making sure that regular get up is not an option while Rob is ready to punish. Absolutely love the way that Big Boss is covering every single option. At least it feels that way. Ling is struggling so much to get back into the stage.
Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of the Big Boss show right now. Lincoln steamroll, but I'd like to see some adjustments. Of course, you ain't out of it just yet. Damn. I mean, you just can't even get a word in the neutral. Don't say nothing. Don't say a dang thing.
Oh, don't let it be a trade that. It's going to be insanely rough if Big Boss gets this stock because recovery will be impossible. Only 66%. We know just how much Rob survives even at high percentages. So if Big Boss keeps on this momentum, this could very well be. Hey, there you go. At least he got a hit back there. But Rob doesn't concern himself with recoveries. He will come back into the stage.
I got recovery options galore. And of course, has the laser right there to stall out. Gets the air dodge only to get resetted. Okay, hungry on his shield. Spin cycle, potentially into the wind cycle.
Spike.
Back air. Yeah. Get spun up and done up. Stop playing with me. Yeah.
He's punishing a lot of what Ling has to offer, especially off stage. Big Boss is just not slowing down. He's just going aggressively, waiting for some mistake. And luckily, that was not a 3-stock, but still looks incredibly hard for Ling to bring this set back.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, these first 2 stocks kind of got speed ran. Oh, even the Turner felt it right there. Like, dang, this one hurts.
That felt like Rob winking, like, hey, I got the game.
I got the game.
Not quite, though.
Okay, double nair. Okay. Looking for the dash attack just to break the zone. Finding a little bit of success right here with these dash attacks. Making Big Boss sweat a little bit. But look, I'm a boss. I'm all about my business, though.
I do have to apologize because Ling is showing insane skill here, almost bringing it back. I thought everything was lost, but that was such an insane display from Ling, showing that not everything was a lost cause. In this case, there was an inkling of potential comeback, but Big Boss felt comfortable, felt strong all through and through. That was a clean 3-0, and after all, it's hard against one of the strongest competitors that Mexico has to offer for sure.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best competitors really just in the world, period. I mean,
yep.
We talk about the Robs out there. Obviously, you have to always talk about Big Boss, but we also talk about just like top professional talent. We also have to keep Big Boss's name present in the conversation because he's one of the best to literally ever do. So, obviously, a tall order for Ling. Ling, of course, one of the best Peach Daisy combinations out there, but when it was all said and done, it is Big Boss that's usually going to steamroll over most opponents. Now,